and then you're standing outside of the classroom. Assalamu alaikum and what up YouTube? Alright, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so for today's video, we are going to discuss something very legendary in Malaysia. But before we jump in, make sure to like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit the bell for notification. Do it now. Do it now. Welcome back. Now today we are going to discuss something very interesting, very nostalgic, right? Now, if you were born in the late 80s, early 80s, or even early 90s, you might have some experience. Yes, today we are going to talk about the 10 legendary punishments in school, especially in Malaysia. This happens in Malaysia. I don't know about other countries, but if you were born in Malaysia and you went to school in Malaysia, most probably you have been in the system. But for those who were born in the 2000s and so on, I don't think this still happens, right? But if they do, please let me know and put your comments down below. Okay? Without further ado, let's look at the 10 legendary punishments in school, especially at Malaysia. Number 1, the most common punishment at school, standing. Now, when it comes to standing, it can come in different levels, right? So you have number 1, standing at your table, which means in class, right? Number 2, the punishment is you stand on your chair, right? And the level goes up. If you still create problems, you end up standing on the table. Now, this can actually go to a different level. You stand outside of the classroom, and the most extreme or the most humiliating is standing in front at the assembly. That's the worst part, especially if you have a girlfriend, right? So if you end up standing in front at the assembly or during the assembly where the whole school sees you, that is humiliating, seriously, right? Okay, all right, that's number 1. Number 2, you crouch and walk, or we call it here jalan itik. You crouch and then you walk. You crouch and then you walk. Now the distance, it depends on the teacher. Sometimes it's in front of the classroom. Sometimes they make you crouch and walk around a tennis court or a badminton court, and in some cases they end up telling you to walk around the school compound. Right? Imagine that. You're crouching and you're walking in front of the teacher's room, canteen, and in front of other students. Oh my gosh, during that time that was humiliating, right? But we had fun. We still laughed, while doing it. Okay. Number 3. Now this is slightly extreme, which is pinching the ear, right? So if you do have problems in class, not problems in class, if you create problems in class, you might be, the teacher will call you up and then your ears get pinched. They pinch your ear as much as they want, right? Okay, they pinch your ear. Okay, that's for number 3. Number 4, it goes one more step where they pinch your belly, or they pinch your stomach. We have some of these belly fats around our stomach, so they hold on to it and then they squeeze and then they pinch it. That, trust me, if you have if a teacher pinches you on the belly or your stomach, when you go back home and you flip that shirt, you will see bruises, man. I ain't kidding, right? This is normally done by female teachers last time. They really love to pinch, right? We had fun. We did have fun. Okay, next one is number 5. Number 5 is very legendary. Pulling the sideburns. Know this? Your sideburns? Yes, this is also a type of punishment in Malaysia. They hold on to your sideburns and then they pull it upwards and they lift you. And we end up standing. And this action can continue from your chair, and then you stand up, and then if it still continues, you end up standing on your table. You can see the length of the punishment, right? So number 5 is pulling of the sideburns. Actually, it makes me hurt just by thinking of it. Okay, right. Number 6. Now, this is one of those legendary weapons. I call it weapons. The yellow wooden ruler. Yes, the yellow wooden ruler. Now, this ruler is not just any ruler. It's a ruler for teaching, and it's also a ruler for punishment. Now, there are several ways of how they used to use this to punish students. Number one is to smack it on your ass, right? Number two, smack it on your legs. And number three, smack it on your palm. And when they smack it, this is the one which I don't like the most. You curl up your fingers, and then they smack it right here on your nails. Now, it hurts. Trust me, I've had the experience. They smack the ruler on your nails like this, and when you go back home the next day, you have bruises on your fingernails. Wow, right? It was a bit gruesome, but I think we became, we turned out to be okay later on in life, right? Okay, so that is number 6. Number 7. Caning. Now, when it comes to caning, well, this is the top notch. Why? Because in some schools there are different types of canes used. You have the smaller version, you have the bigger version, and then you have the rustic looking kind of version. So they end up caning us with these canes. And when you cane students in those days, well, they either cane you on your hand, or on your hand, on your legs, on your thigh, or even worse, on your ass. Now, in some cases, students have actually been very intelligent enough to shove books in their pants before they get caned, but the teachers always know. So you end up getting caned twice instead of once. So you might as well give up your butt instead of putting stuff to restrain the pain. Right? Okay, that's number 7. Number 8, doing squats. Not just any squats. You have to cross your arms and hold your ears like this, and then you squat down. Oh man, this was very tiring. Imagine if you had a punishment of doing squats of like 50 or 100 times, your legs would be shaking. Your legs would be shaking, trust me, right? And they normally do this in front of the classroom or outside of the classroom, right? If you guys watched that very popular Piramli movie, Labu Labi, yes, that's what I'm talking about, right? Ketuk ketampi. Ketuk ketampi. Oh man, I remember this. Okay. Alright, number 9. Okay, number 9, well, it's not that gruesome, but it's okay. We have to collect rubbish around the school compound, right? You end up collecting rubbish around the school compound and then putting it in the trash can. Well, that's normal, but it can be tiring if you do it at 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock, right? Right? Yeah, so it's hot as hell, and then you are collecting rubbish here and there, okay? That's number 9. And number 10, I think this is one of the most legendary punishments, which is standing outside of the classroom while you have a chair and you hold it up in the air, right? I'm going to show you guys how to do this. So it's like this, and then you're standing outside of the classroom, right? So you're standing and you're holding this outside of the classroom. Imagine that. People are walking by and they are looking at you and they are wondering, what the heck is wrong? What did he do? Alright, so there you have it, you guys. Alright, the 10 legendary punishments in Malaysia. Alright, you guys, so we have come to the end of the show. Right, so I have just shared the 10 legendary punishments in schools in Malaysia. Now, I might have missed a few, so if I have, put the other types of punishments that were carried out in school last time in the comments below. And like usual, if you like these videos, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell. I guess that's all for now. I'll see you guys again in my next video. Until then, LC has left the building. Adios.